I've got to
So,
agree
Anna,
to it.
So Anna, thanks for agreeing to do this. So who is the Get Savvy Club and what do you do?
Thanks for having me on, Ed. So we've just been having a chat for ages, haven't we, before we better get around to actually recording. My name's Anna Geary and I'm one half of a business called Get Savvy Club. It's myself and my business partner, Anita Baldwin. Nearly said Anita Dobson then. Where did that come from? Remember her? So it's myself and my business partner, Anita Baldwin. And what we do is we help our clients attract clients using social media. So literally through one-to-one, helping people on a one-to-one basis. And then we have group programs as well. So a group program called Social Media Made Easy, where literally we make using social media easy for people so that they can get more clients, more customers, more business into their business ultimately.
Cool. Now, I work with a lot of accountants and they build their clients on client base or referrals. What results would they get from using or utilizing social media more?
Well, as you know, Ed, my background is recruitment as well. Ed and I know each other from working together years ago. We must have worked together. And it was really weird because I was having my son at the same time your wife was having your son. Yeah. So it was kind of, I think our due dates were the same time at one point as well.
Literally one day apart, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, so having the recruitment background, I used to play about with social media and probably a bit of a couldn't stop meddling in social media, which is what ended up me going from recruitment into running the Get Savvy Club, is because I could just see that actually social media could be so much more commercial and you could help people actually get more results from it. So yeah, definitely accountants are one of those companies that we help, types of industries that we help, because often it can be hard to stand out as an accountant because people say, oh, typically they're bored, wrongly, by the way, because I've interviewed some very interesting accountants in my time. So wrongly, they suggest that they're boring and they're all the same. And accountants tend to go to networking events. So we were talking earlier, weren't we, about BNI? So they might go to BNI or all different networking events and they totally work. And it's great to get business that way. Or maybe other businesses saying, oh, I've got someone. But if you could, rather than just getting people through word of mouth, if you could get some kind of presence on social media so that people get to know, like, and trust you as a person, you will attract not only more business into your business, but sorry to say this, Ed, they'll attract great candidates as well. So of course you're totally going to pay Ed to find you your next accountant and your next hire. But if they go and check your social media out and they don't like what they see, they're going to be put off by you. So, and people do just as much as we, if you're hiring somebody, you would go and check out their Facebook, their Instagram, their LinkedIn to make sure that they are okay. You would go and check out who you were going to be interviewed by as well, or what the company's social media presence was. So it's important to be mindful of it, not just let it be, take control of it yourself, not just let it be by chance of what's kind of being put out there, because often people hire social media managers and they have no idea what's going out on their behalf. So it's better if you have more of a idea of what's happening
given to the younger people as well, isn't it? It's like you know, social media, just put stuff out there.
And as I say, often we get this with clients. They'll say, oh, my teenage daughter knows how to use Instagram, or she knows how to, which yes, they do know how to press the buttons on the thing, but they obviously, you can't expect them to have a marketing head on them and understand your business and what you're trying to do. So there are fantastic people that work within organizations that are young, that are doing a great job for the companies in the social media bit. If you're not working with them and talking to them about the business, what it does, how you add value to the world, and educating them on it, then they'll just go out and do what they think is good, which won't necessarily be right for your ideal clients. You've got to be speaking to the ideal clients.
Absolutely. And I suppose it's also as well about thinking about what to post and how to post it on a daily basis, because it's the same with the recruitment. You know, we just go post jobs, but not everybody wants to see that. People want to see
and then it's just noise and it's all samey and people don't, it's like they just don't notice because it's just, you know, it's there and they just zone out from it. It's just like white noise in the end if you're constantly going out talking about yourself and what you're doing or what you're looking to sell or whatever. You've got to include, it's social for a reason, social media for a reason. It's social, it's the equivalent. If you're just posting jobs or if you're just putting out articles about yourself or your industry, it's the same as going to a networking meeting and just like handing out your brochure to everyone and not speaking to anyone, just handing out your cards or your brochure and then walking off again and not interacting. So you've got to engage yourself and get involved. But and often people shy away from who they are personally and think, no, I'm showing up as an actual professional here. And if they let a little bit of who they are personally in, it would attract different people to them. So we have a guy that we work with who loves astronomy, but he's also a property mentor and coach. And we were like, yeah, of course, he's on our podcast today, actually. But we were like, of course, talk about your astronomy, because that's part of who you are. Then people get to know you as a 3D person, not just as this like, faceless entity, just what your job is. They get to know more about you.
So how do you do that then? How do you take somebody from who is not posting at all on social media because there's that reluctance to do it, to actually kind of go, this is the structure and this is how you're going to get leads from it?
We have really, in our business, when people join on any of our programs, because we like to make it easy for everyone, we actually have a product called Daily Dave, which sounds a bit random. Don't even ask why it's called that. But Dave will deliver every day to your email a content topic. So for 90 days, you'll get an email telling you what to do a post about. And it sounds like, everyone will have the same post, but it won't, because you put your spin on that, whatever that is that Dave gives to you every day. So that kind of helps you get started without even needing to think about it. You just follow it. We also have like a community, a LinkedIn community that helps support and guide each other. But more than anything, it's about working out exactly who, and people are going to roll their eyes because this is the same in all marketing, but you've got to work out who your ideal client is, and you have got to niche in some way, because we want to go to a specialist. Like if you hurt your eye, you wouldn't want to just go to the regular doctor. You want to go to an eye specialist. It's like, and it's the same thing in any type of business. We want to go to the expert in that particular thing. So niching down and deciding what your thing is. So you might have a number of different people in your accountancy practice, but maybe one just does tax or just does, certain element of it. And if they went out talking about that, if somebody's got a problem with that, they're going to relate and go, oh, I need that person. I don't just need a regular accountant. It's like with us needing an accountant, when we would perhaps, because we're an online business, we would need to go, we'd rather go to an accountant that already deals with online coaches, that's is at a level that's perhaps looking to save on tax and things. So it's the same thinking about yourselves and your ideal client and who you want to attract really to start. And then if they haven't done any posting, just get started. Do a poll tomorrow on LinkedIn, literally any poll saying, do you use an accountant? Do you like accountants? Do you think accountants are boring? Yes or no? Just something as simple as that, and that'll help your engagement. I saw
one on
a
favourite packet of crisps and it had hundreds of thousands of comments and likes. It's like, what? Really?
Exactly. Something like, and it is quite frustrating, especially when you are quite serious about business. We have a laugh, but we are also serious about business, and it is quite frustrating when you go out with something really like just purely to get engagement, and you get a whole ton of engagement on it, and then you go out with something serious and you don't get as much interaction. It's quite frustrating, but that's just the nature of people. If they feel that they can interact easily, like, what's your favorite packet of crisps? Mine's salt and vinegar, by the way, or smoky bacon. I like both. Then it's easy to answer and get involved in. So it just helps with your engagement, but just getting started more than anything. Get accountable as well. Tell someone you're going to do it. Say, I'm going to do it for 30 days, or even go out to the social media and say, right, I've been rubbish at this stuff. I'm going to do every day now for 30 days. I'm going to post something. And then you've almost got to show up and do it,
because you've actually got to commit to it. So lastly, what advice would you give somebody then who hasn't started yet, but to actually put a plan in place in terms of posting more regularly then? Apart from
do that poll on LinkedIn. Do any silly poll on LinkedIn just to get that started. You can join us for our summit. We do have a virtual summit that's happening on the 2nd of October, which is from 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. It's a Saturday where we're doing 1 day to 10K. So that's literally a day where we're helping people it's a step-by-step how to add an additional 10K to your business in the last quarter of the year. And that's a social media profit event. So that's got lots of hints and tips of how to use social media from a more commercial point of view to actually bring money into the business, not just look pretty and get the vanity metrics of the likes and things. But honestly, the best thing to be doing, you can join the Get Savvy Club Facebook group as well if they want, which is free. That's got tips in that. And I can give you, I've got a link to a document which is 37 social media hacks, which has 37 different things that they can start doing as well. So they can grab that. I can give you the link to that. But best thing to do is just stop procrastinating, just do something. It doesn't have to be. So I think sometimes people get daunted if they're like me, and the thought of doing a plan for a whole month or of what you're going to do, or a quarter is just like, that's a lot. But if you just think, right, okay, for today, I'm going to put a post out and then just get started and let other people know. I'd say that's the best advice that we'll give.
Perfect. Lovely. Anna, thank you very much. And we'll put that link in the on the post in the comments for the post.
Yeah, I'll send you all the links. And if anybody needs anything, they can just reach out, speak to myself or Anita. We'll be happy to help. Thanks for having me on, Ed.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Like old times down in recruitment. See you later. Bye.
Bye.